Hello, everyone. This is Kwabi, life coach for women 50 and over, and the creator of Flourish, an online community for women 50 and over. Hopefully, you can hear me. Oh, you know what? I am going to have to change my battery. Hold on one quick second. It is flashing, which means it's going to die any moment. So let me change that. So give me a quick second here. Sorry about that. It is flashing. Once it's flashing, I know it's about to go out. So let me correct that. Boom. All right, just hold on. I'm about to change. I'm changing the batteries. Let's see. Okay, got it. Yay. All right. I'm sure you can hear me. I hope you can. And if you're on, just kind of, let me know. All right. So I am excited because, I don't go live as often, but I really wanted to talk about this topic where you're close to death without dying. And I think it's important. But for those of you wondering, new hairdo, yes. You know why? Because I am participating in the Celebrity Dance Challenge. And I'm going to be dancing to two Janet Jackson fans. So if you're a Beyonce fan, please, please, please don't come at me. Don't. But so I'm raising money for that. So if you feel inclined, just click on the link in Instagram, Facebook, and to donate if you're interested. But that's why I have this new look. So I don't have hair on the sides, but I just did it in the middle. So kind of funky look, so that I can kind of dance some different moves while I showcase my best moves of Janet Jackson. So I'm actually dancing to two songs, so it's kind of exciting. Right. But I say that to say the reason why I brought that up is it's kind of interesting. Some people are like, oh, wow, Kwabi, you're just doing all these different things. And how do you do that? And sometimes people make the statement of they want to be like me. And I tell them, no, you don't want to be like me. No. You want to be the best version of yourself. You do not want to be like me. Because everyone is unique in their own way. And it's important that you showcase your amazing qualities because it was given to you for a reason. But one of the things I say is, I live my life out loud. But you know what that entails sometimes? That means that I might be embarrassed sometimes. Sometimes I might be humiliated. Sometimes I might just feel shame. But you know what? I am going all in my life. Now, are you ready to do that? Because some of you are dying without dying. That's what I'm saying. That's when I say close to death without dying. That's how some of you are living your lives. You know it's not the life you want, but you just keep on going. You're like, okay, you have an opportunity. We all do. You have a choice to change your life in different ways. And it might not be a drastic change, but you can take little steps. I'm telling you, everyone has that opportunity. It's not exclusive to one person. It's not exclusive to me. It's not exclusive to you. It's not exclusive to celebrities. It's not exclusive to a rich person. It's not exclusive to this talented person or to a race. None whatsoever. This opportunity is available to all of us. And for me, okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm just biased. I just love my women who are 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. I just love those women because I just feel that we've experienced so much in life, and this is our opportunity to really decide what we want to do next. Like, we get to decide what this next chapter is like. And I'm telling you, this is available to all of you. So if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond and listening, this is for you. This is especially for you. You've done so much for others. You've done all these amazing things. Your wisdom, your experience, your brilliance means a lot. Do not discount that because I think some of you, you've raised kids and then you put a lot of your worth into that. You've maybe you were working in corporate and maybe you're no longer in corporate. You've done all these amazing things, but you base your self-worth on that. And now you're like, kids are grown, maybe you're no longer married, or maybe you're divorced or you're single, and you're like, okay, so what's next? Or maybe you were working and all of a sudden you're no longer doing that high pressure job that you were doing before, and you're like, what's next? You know what's next? What's next is the opportunity for you to create whatever you want for yourself. Really. It's available to you. It's not exclusive to me or anyone else. Everyone has that opportunity. And I want to share that with, it's like, I don't want to share it with women because I just think there are too many women sleepwalking close to death, but not really dying. That's how it is. It's like your life can be way more exciting and just for you because we all have different needs and desires. What is it that you truly want? What is it that you're doing? What you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, again. Like, what is it that you want to change? You have that opportunity. And I think a lot of you are just in confusion, self doubt. And you know what it boils down to? I want to be honest with you. You're just worried about what other people will think. And most importantly, you're worried about how you would feel. Like, if I do that, what will people think? And then you start to feel, because what do you make it mean when people have a thought about you? Like, really, what does that mean? I'll give you an example. And this is probably extreme to all for all of you listening, but this is how I roll. So this morning, if you're familiar with me, I love to go to the gym early in the morning. So I went to the gym 5:30, right? Finished working out, and because I'm doing the video with Janet Jackson, I try to listen to the music so I can get used to the tunes in my head. So I was walking out, I was listening to one of the tunes, and I remember somewhere in the song saying, "Dance like you don't really care, dance because you can." And I said, all right, that sounded good. So I'm walking out of the gym, I'm just dancing, I could really care less. I'm like, yes. And the thought struck me. I'm like, what if I decided to record a video in the parking lot? Yeah. And the first thought that crossed my mind was like, okay. And also, too, if you're listening, please send some hearts to me, something. Because I mean, I want to kind of know that you're there. I see the number, so I know there are people listening. Send me a heart, send me something, send me a comment. I love interacting with my viewers. And so I decided, I said, okay, let's see. At first, I was like, Kwabi, what if people will see you? What would they think? And you know what I said? I'm like, I am throwing caution to the wind. I'm like, I am going to dance because I'm happy. It's a great day. I just finished working out. I feel good. I am going to dance, and this is what I did. So I had my water thing with me, so I propped it on my car, and then I used it to kind of. So I had my phone. So this is what I did. I had it propped up like this on my car, and yours truly started dancing. I'll post a video later. Yeah, I started dancing. I'm like, because people were passing by. I was like, you know what? I am going to feel everything. I'm going to tell you, if you want to be successful in life, whatever success means to you, you know what the secret is? Be open to feeling anything. Like, I could care less that they were looking at me. I'm like, okay. And because listen, I was having fun. It felt good to me. I wasn't hurting anyone. I'm like, what is the worst thing they can say? All right, she's just dancing. I mean, what is the worst thing they can say, right? And I thought to myself, that is how you become successful. That is how you live life. That is how you move away from closer to death and more for living. That's what you do. And I was like, you know what? I am going to let people know that because so many of you probably maybe chose a career that maybe your parents wanted, or you chose a career that maybe your spouse wanted, or you chose a career because maybe your guidance counselor in college told you, or for whatever reason, you did something you really didn't want to do and end up with a career that you really do not love. And you have to go there every day. Or it could be just maybe you ended up being with someone you didn't want to be with. There are so many different reasons why we do things that we don't truly want to do. And I just want to say that if you're 15 over, this is your opportunity to make a decision. Just make a decision. Do you want to continue that or do you want to do something different? And if you do, why? Just ask yourself why. That's it. And that is how you truly live. Like, because people can tell me, oh, Kwabi, you said, I love my life. You know why? Because I am living life on my own terms. What are your own terms? Like, what are you ready to go all in on? Like, what are some of the things you used to enjoy as a child that you've kind of said, oh, I can't do that anymore? Why? Why can't you? Why can't you? I started rollerblading again because that was something I enjoyed as a child. And my goal is to be able to dance and rollerblade. Not quite there yet. but that's my goal. But it brings me so much joy. And it's such a simple thing. For you, it could be, you know what? Maybe taking naps in the day. Maybe that's your thing. Or maybe going for a walk. That's your thing. Or maybe you're reading more books. Maybe you've moved away from reading. Maybe you used to read a lot of books and now you're like, I need to get back into that. Whatever it is, I want you to live life on your own terms. And I just want to let you know that that opportunity is available to you. Too many of you are living close to death without dying, really. A lot of you out there are doing that. I see it. And I know there's more for you. I know that opportunity is available. Like, listen, the possibilities are truly endless. They are. But anyway, I wanted to just come on and share this message with you because I really think it's important. It's an important message that most people won't say, but it's available to you. Like, what are you waiting for? And I'm just gonna put this out there. If you are like, oh, I'm not quite sure how or where, listen, I have an amazing group called Flourish. We are, listen, in Flourish, these ladies are doing amazing things. We are learning so much about ourselves. Like this month, we're doing Retrain the Brain. We're talking about how, when we do certain things, like when we do things over and over again, it becomes a pattern in the brain. And so the brain is not, if the brain is efficient. The brain is quote unquote lazy. The brain is not going to go and look for something else that you don't ask it to do. And so it's going to keep doing the same things you're doing. So whenever you start anything new, your brain is going to be like, hold up. Why are we doing this? Can't we just go to the way things were? Like, we know the pathway. Let's use those regular pathways. But you have to kind of change those pathways by doing something different and realizing ahead of time that your brain is going to try and sabotage you is the best news ever. Because when you know that, you can plan ahead. And even when you don't feel comfortable with a decision because you're like, oh, this feels uncomfortable, you're on the right path because that's what growing feels like. Growing is uncomfortable. It is. It's not fun in the beginning. But on the other side, the opportunities available on the other side, amazing, priceless. Like when you get to the other side, you're like, wow, this is great. I like this. But you have to go through this river of misery, as we call it. You have to go through that where there are going to be obstacles and you have to kind of fight your way through and do all these different things and stand your ground. And most importantly, bet on yourself and don't give up. I tell my clients all the time, I tell them, listen, nobody's coming to save you. I don't care how many people you've saved in the past, because I know a lot of you are like superheroes for a lot of other people. But for yourselves, you kind of step back. You're like, it doesn't matter. I'll do it some other day or I'll do it tomorrow. The last time I checked, tomorrow was not a day of the week. I'm telling you. So I want you to really be intentional and decide and answer this question really honestly. Are you living the life that you want for yourself right now? Like right now, like, is that the life that you want? Or have you envisioned a different life for yourself and you're just not quite sure how or where to begin? Because the opportunity is available to you. But I'll tell you this, for those of you 50 and over, I'm going to be honest with you, the clock is ticking. Wouldn't you wouldn't you rather just know that, okay, I'm just going to live the next 40 years? Because I always believe, you know what, we're living into our 90s. For the next 40 years, 30, 20 years, whatever you have left, that you live it on your own terms. Wouldn't you want that for yourself? Why do you want to give in to what society says? And society has no clue on what we need, how we need to live our life. Like I always say, over 50 does not come in one shape, shade, or size. It doesn't. But society wants to put us in a box. And I want to encourage you not to fall into that trap because we are all so different. We have all different desires, goals. And you get to determine how to live your life. Society doesn't. Society wants to put you in a box and tell you not to be seen, heard, or valued. But guess what? You can decide if you want to go with that or not. You have the opportunity. The power is in you. You have that opportunity. So what are you waiting for? Really? And I know some of you are like on it. You're like living your life. You're living your best life. You're doing it. All good to you. But I'm speaking to those that are struggling. Those of you that are like, Kwavi, I just don't know what to do. I want more for myself, but I don't even know where to begin. Those are the people I'm talking to. And if for any reason you don't know how to do it and you want some help, I encourage you to join Flourish, my online community. We are having a ball in there. We are like doing amazing things. And I'm not to say it's easy, but you know what? We are not giving up. We are still going forward. And I want this for all of you that are listening. Really, like, why shouldn't you live your best life? Why shouldn't you go all in into your life? Why should you be? You might want to create a business. You might want to write a book. You might want to lose weight. You might want to find a new relationship. See, those are all the things I cover in my program. We cover relationships. We cover things that, with regards to sleep, because we really believe sleep is just different. Sleep hits differently when you're 50 and over. We talk about health and wellness. We talk about who you are to your core. And we will cover all those. And if it's something you're interested in, I definitely encourage you. And listen, you keep saying you want to change your life, but you're not doing anything about it. How do you expect it to change? I'm just being honest. Like, I want you to ask yourself that question. If you want something different, what are you doing to make it different? Like, what are the steps you're taking? Because I'm going to let you know, you have to do the work. You have to do the work. It's worth it. And some of you might be saying, I don't know what the work is that I need to do. I got you. That's why I'm here. That is what I talk about. And I'm here for you, regardless of what has happened in your past. Because some of you think, oh, it might be too late. I just want to share with you. When you think, oh my goodness, it's too late for me, I want you to be honest with me. How do you feel when you think that? I can bet you probably feel anxious. You probably feel like, there's nothing left for me. I mean, how does that thought make you feel? And so many of you are carrying that thought on replay constantly. Always too late for me, always too late for me, constantly in your brain. But do you realize that that is a thought that you have chosen for yourself? You get to choose a different thought if you want to. You see, thoughts are available to you all day. I look at thoughts as a buffet table with all kinds of different variations, and you get to choose the one that you want. You do. So which one do you want for yourself? What are you going to pick up that's going to be beneficial to you? You get to choose. You get to choose whatever thought you want any given day. So why not choose a thought that's going to encourage, empower, and inspire you? Why are you going to choose a thought that's going to make you feel bad about yourself? Like, seriously? It's too late? Or I'm too old? That's another one. I'm like, when you use that word, I'm too old, like, and too old by whose standards? By whose standards? Like, really? The other day, a lady contacted me. She's 51 years old, and she's in her first year of medical school. First year of medical school. Exactly. Like, who determines too old or too late? Guess who does? You. And so, what are you going to have as your thought that's going to propel you forward? Are you going to keep having that it's too old, it's too late replaying in your mind constantly? Or are you going to find a new thought that empowers and inspires you? You get to choose, no one else but you. All right, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of share this message today, because I see too many of you walking around like life is over. Life is not over. It really isn't. And before I go, I just want to quickly share this with all of you, just in case. Oops, where'd I go? Let me share this. I'm going to put this in here. And that's my link for Flourish. So if you're interested, just click on that link. And thank you guys. If you have any questions, just post them. I'll kind of go through the different platforms and respond. All right. Have an amazing Thursday. Take care, everyone. Bye.